Pussy niggas stay talking, you ain't it. Keep it lit and legit. I keep it lit as a bitch. These niggas ain't with the shits. Pussy niggas stay talking, you ain't it. What up, y'all? Six Lit, aka Big Lit Six in this motherfucking bitch, and you already know what the fuck's going on. I'm here with a special fucking guest of mine. Who are you and where are you from?
So y'all, my name's AJ. I'm from Fairfield, California.
Okay, Mr. AJ. I have you here today because, obviously, we've been chattering, and
Yep.
I'm gonna ask you some questions. This time, guys, I know with Mingo, which is a good friend of mine, I asked him season 3 questions, but that was because he was supposed to do it since season 2, but he never got to. So that was like a little thing. We're gonna do part 2 with him, guys. Just a little update in that, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you guys really enjoyed me and him, like in our chemistry, the way we were reacting to stuff and all that. So I really appreciate that. So, anyways, back to you, AJ. Sorry.
You good? Dude,
Okay. So the first question is, when did you first start rapping / singing?
First started back in technically like late 2020, maybe like November. I want to say was the first time I ever ever hopped on a beat. So yeah,
You said 2020?
yeah, 2020.
That's the year I blew up in November, my sister's birthday month. That's funny.
Oh, November, 20. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, remember a little during COVID. Oh yeah,
Yeah, me too. Okay,
it's
cool,
fun.
cool, cool. So the next
Yeah, yeah.
question is, what inspired you to become a rapper / singer?
Really, I never thought about making music ever in my life, like previously beforehand. I was always like an artist, like drawing wise, but I never was into it like with music. And so what kind of inspired me was kind of just going through a heartbreak. Really, that was really like the biggest thing, the only thing really. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have music to this day. So I'm grateful that it happened, and yeah, I kind of just wanted a way to vent, and I found my outlet, and now it's a lot more than that. So yeah.
Okay, so I've been meaning to tell you this, but I used to be a drawer myself, like an artist. I even got student of the year for it.
Mm.
So like, and to the point where they would like
Oh,
frame my
nice. Okay.
shit, put it in the schools and shit like that. So
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
said
No.
that,
Okay.
yeah, when you said that, I was like, damn, we kind of have like a lot in common, you know? So that's crazy.
Mm. That is
But
dope. I didn't know you're an artist yourself, like drawing wise and all that. So that's cool.
look, before this rapping
It's always
shit,
been like a passion. So
before this rapping shit though, like people used to tell me on the side like my side job should be like tattooing. And I was like, I mean, I'm left-handed or whatever, so that's like a gifted talent of mine. And like, I don't really have like a steady hand, but if I studied it and like really pursued it, I feel like I would do good, but it's not really my cup of tea, so I wouldn't do it. But you, on the other hand, you get the fuck down. Like, you go off. You're fucking talented.
hey man, I was exactly where you were because like honestly, I've always had like a shaky hand or like just not steady like just previously. Even to this day, sometimes I just like if I'm holding something still, sometimes my hand will just shake. It just happens. But
Yeah.
like it's all about like learning how to control it. It's like because when I first started tattooing, that was my biggest challenge at like the first thing I noticed was like yeah my hand's shaking like damn like am I gonna be able to do this on
Mhm.
people plus you're like nervous too. That has something to do with it. So it's really just about like getting that feeling out of the way. And I feel like anybody can do it if they really just practice enough. Because that's really what I was just doing every day. So it's definitely possible, bro.
And how did you start tattooing? Like, what made you really want to pursue that other career as well, besides just like being the singer and rapper?
Yeah, so that sort of came around the same time, which was that it was a crazy moment in life for me because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and tattooing came around the same time as music, and that's why it was kind of like a challenge the past few years, really seeing what I wanted to do, if I wanted to do both, if there's gonna be a way I could balance it. But I got into tattooing because like first of all, I've always been doing like art pretty much my whole life. I started drawing SpongeBob, I think, back
Me
in like
too.
I see, you know what's up, man. Real ones
Swear to
know.
God, that was the
But
first shit
yeah,
I
it's like,
did.
for real, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I would just draw in class when I was like when I was finished with something or like before we get started. This girl I remember that was sitting next to me, she was like a good friend at elementary school. She would just ask me to like draw some SpongeBob stuff, and so I did. And so yeah, so anyways, so my journey kind of started with that, and then I started taking art serious in high school because I just had this one teacher, and she really inspired me and brought the most out of me as an artist. She like pushed me pushed me to like make bigger pieces and do things I've never done before, and like put me in an uncomfortable spot to create my art. But it made me who I am as like an artist today, really. So like I have her to thank. And like after that, after high school ended, I went to college and not knowing exactly what I wanted to do in life yet. But I had a few things in mind. Nothing for sure was in place though. So I was taking art classes in college and getting like general ed out the way. And but yeah, you know, I took a break from that and like and then COVID hit, and then I was like, and then I went through the breakup, and then I was just like, damn, like I need to do something. Like I need to change something about my life to like, you know, elevate. And so with tattooing, it came into my life because like somebody in high school once offered to like buy my art, and that was like the only time anybody's ever offered to buy it before. But I was just like, I started thinking about money and a set price on my art. And at the time, I was just thinking like, damn, I don't even know if I could like really sell this. I put like 12 hours into this piece. Like I became attached to it in a way, and I was like, I was knowing that they're just gonna frame it in their like on their wall at home or something. And then I was just like, you know, I'm like, I don't want to sell my art just for it to be sitting there. And yes, it's nice, like the gesture, and like somebody enjoys it and has it at their home. But like at the same time, I wanted to create art where you can like walk around and show it off. And like, so that's kind of where tattooing came into place, because like people walk around everywhere and people are like, oh yeah, like who'd you get tatted by? Or like, oh, that's a dope tattoo. So I feel like that was a way where I can feel comfortable enough to exchange, you know, money for my art.
Okay, well, first of all, can I just say, like, I can definitely relate to that story. I did have a high school, like, art class as well, because obviously they knew me for being a really good artist myself. And then everyone would always
Yeah.
ask me, like, oh, so you're left-handed? Like, do you trace anything? I used to get accused of that. And I'm like, damn, like, a nigga can't draw a straight line? Like, the fuck going on? Like, hold up. But see, my situation was,
That's a compliment.
it is for real. Like everyone in my fucking class would accuse me of copying or like tracing, and I'm just like, bro, like I'm a visualized seer, like I'm a visualized learner. So it's kind of like when I sit there and I see something and I want to do it, I can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But see,
that's dope, bro. That's a real
you
talent.
had a good experience in high school. I didn't. My fucking high school, my old high school, were racist as fuck. Like everywhere I would
Mhm.
go, like they would be racist towards me because they just thought I was black. Like no, like I'm mixed. You know what I mean? And so a lot of you guys
Mhm.
don't know this, but I myself didn't have like a good relationship with my art teacher because she was the main person who would accuse me as well. And then like all my other peers, like everyone wanted to always sit at my table because you know I was cool as fuck. You know, like a lot of people fucked with my energy, and I would like put them on into drawing. I used to like want to be responsible for teaching some people how to draw, or like I love that shit because when you're passionate about doing some shit like that, it's fun. No, it
Yeah,
boosts you
yeah,
up.
I hear you. I relate to that. Yeah,
So
yeah.
so fucking, and that same reason why you said about the fucking people wanting to buy your shit, I never sold my shit because of the simple fact of that. Because I feel like art is so magical, it's so different, and you really take your fucking time. And a lot of people don't
Yeah.
realize that, you know?
Yeah, it's like getting attached to your art, and that's kind of what happened for me, at least.
Me too. I mean, and even my mom knows this because I'm closest to her. So it's just kind of like she would be like, "Oh, my friends want to buy your art," and I'm like, "Yeah, but what are they gonna do with it?" Well, I mean, they're gonna put it up, and I'm like, put it up, okay, so everyone can see this fucked up shits. No, no, thank you. You know, like I would say yes to only somebody who would request something off me. Like if you wanted like a Raider logo, because I'm a Raider fan, I got you. But other than that, like I was not interested
Right.
in fucking doing that shit. Cause fuck no,
Yeah.
fuck no.
Yeah, yeah. It got to be like a request or something, something that's like meaningful for somebody else, but like for me, it doesn't really hold as much value. But like if it's something personal for me and I'm doing it for myself, or like then it was just kind of hard to just like let that go, you know. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
there's always copies. You can always like make copies of it.
But it doesn't
But
hit the
at the time,
same.
I wasn't really thinking about that.
I
Yeah, it
feel.
doesn't hit the same exactly. You
Yeah.
know, everybody wants an original piece, but you know, yeah.
Sorry, but you know it's true though, cause it's kind of like I even did like a poet, not a poet, what the fuck, a portrait of my mom. Like I drew her and shit too, cause I was like, oh shit, this is actually like pretty decent that I'm able to draw like not just cartoon characters, but like also draw human beings too. I've seen people do like, like eyes and eyebrows and just make it look cool. So I'm just like, sheesh. Who knows, guys? I might bring that shit up again, but hell no. No, not again. I suck
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I can say now I finally
Uh,
have retired. But
announcement is official.
music is like my life right now. All right. So the next question I got for you is, who are some of your biggest musical influences?
It's a great question, bro. That's a great question. I feel like I listen to so many different artists. I have like I'm just gonna answer the question off the top of my head, like because I've been asked this before. But I would say like Drake is for sure one of my biggest influences. Like he's the GOAT in my opinion. Like I grew up listening to his music since like middle school to present day, and it's like he's always had those number one hits and those songs that would play at like like prom in the club at the bar. He just has hits, and he's so repetitive with being great. So he's always had that pedestal, and like I like definitely like take mental notes from his music. But yeah, at least yeah, Drake is up there. Tory Lanez, I say Bryson Tiller, J. Cole. Let's see. Yeah, those are like the main ones I could think off the top of my head. There's for sure more. I could say like Brent Faiyaz or even Post Malone. There's artists from all
What
sorts of
about like
genres that I
what
listen
about like
to that like
Daniel Caesar? Daniel Caesar's pretty cool too.
yeah, I listen to Daniel Caesar too. Giveon, like those kind of guys, like just they put their soul into their music and they just know how to
Yeah.
make a certain vibe and like yeah, and like those are mostly like those R&B artists who are like vulnerable because I started off making a lot of vulnerable music and I still do to this day. But yeah, like those are like the artists I inspire by the most to like create music and like it's hard being vulnerable, let alone in person just to anybody, but like making a song out of it and making and letting it be like shown to the world that it takes a lot to do that, and not everybody has like the courage to do that. And it took me a minute really thinking about if I wanted to do that, but I was like fuck it, like this is me, this is like a part of who I am, so I embraced it. And I wanted to help the people in the world who going through what I went through and like not feel so alone.
Exactly. Exact fucking Lee. Oh my god, AJ. Look, can I just say I have two favorite songs by you. I love
Mm.
fucking it's the recent one you dropped, I Feel It Too, and then Walk Around It. Love those two. Down.
Walk around it. Damn. Okay. Hey, that's funny, bro. I haven't heard that like somebody say that in a long time, but that is like, yeah, that is for sure. Very lyrical in that song. Um, those both are. So I'm glad you picked those. Those are both. I Feel It Too is like my newest drop. But
It's so
yeah, I
good.
Walk Around It was a song I made. Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. That I never heard nobody say that. Like out of that whole album, Love Poetry that I made, like that
No,
was
I love
I
it all.
asked
Don't get me
people.
wrong. I love it
Thank
all.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your favorite though. Like that one's damn. Okay, that's cool. No, everybody had different answers to that. When I asked them on Instagram, because there's really just IG followers just like asking them who or like what was their favorite song, and almost everybody had a different answer, and it was just crazy because I was like, oh, I didn't think nobody was gonna say this song, but I was like, damn, and like you saying that like completely shocked me. So that's
I
crazy.
mean, to me, I feel like when people like pick different stuff than other people, it just shows kind of like diversity of music, right? And I feel like with your music, just like the album with that guy that you did, I really checked you out, and I was like, I really
Mm,
fuck with this. Like, I feel like this some real Bay Area shit. I feel like you're in your own lane. You're not trying to be like nobody. You don't sound like nobody. You sound like yourself, right? Of course, we have our
mm,
inspirations, but I feel like it's very important to sound like yourself. You don't sound like no Drake, Tory Lanez, Bryson
mm,
Tiller, none of them. You sound like you, and
mm.
that's what I appreciate about your music. Because I feel like with
Thank
me, no one has my voice, right? Like no one's able to
Right.
replicate or copy what I got going on. Just like Juice World or X, like no one
Right.
can compete with them niggas. Like they can't to this day.
Yeah. 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 Nobody can touch him. Yeah.
Yeah, period. So I feel like you're
Thank
a
you,
really
though.
good
Yeah.
artist. For sure. Yeah, you're a very good artist, and like every time those songs come on, cuz they're like I recently just downloaded them, guys, cuz we just met or whatever. But like I wanted to really like be in tune with him and see what he got going on. So far I like what I'm hearing.
Mm.
So,
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. And that's a lot of my older music and like my older sound because like I've been working on remastering that first album I made actually, and it's really hard trying to capture that same emotion in your voice all
mhm.
these years later.
Mhm.
And it's not like I made a lot of those songs like after I was already healed, you know, past the breakup. But it's just the fact of being in that moment and where I was and like me first starting to sing because I didn't really like just know how to sing and started making music. I kind of like damn I knew how to sing, but I was just working on my voice and practicing vocals and all that. And like now compared to that first album, like I want to remaster and just do basically for vocal changes. And like that is you know that was just the start of my music journey. But I love the songs that I made in general.
Nah, for sure. I feel like the song that you dropped recently, the I Feel It Too one, that one's definitely like some Bay Area classical shit. I feel like the beat is so fucking
Mhm.
raw. I was just like listening to this
Um,
and I'm like, oh wow. Oh yeah, he really from there. Oh yeah. Like,
yeah,
like
that beat for sure was like, yeah, that was
it
tough.
was like
That I
pew
love that
pew
beat.
psh, pew pew pew. Psh. I was like, oh,
Dun, dun,
oh.
dun, dun. Yeah, yeah, that shit is tough, dude. Oh my god, when I first heard that beat, I was like, bro, what? Like, this is some real classic R&B. Like, this isn't like modern R&B. Like, this is classic R&B, and I try to like make that because like that, I love classic R&B. I wanted to make a banger out of like a classic R&B type of vibe, but like, so yeah, that was that beat was tough.
So I have a question then. Why did you name the album Love Poetry? What does that mean to you? And like, why did you choose that name for it? And like, what's the story behind it? Because every song I do has a
Man, that's
story.
a yeah, for sure. You know, like for me as a person, this is just me as an artist in general. Like even my tattoos have a story behind it, and like there's a meaning for everything. And everybody, you know, people get tattoos even for like, you know, get whatever they want, random stuff that doesn't have to have meaning. Like that's fine by them. That's them. As a tattoo artist, you know, I'm all for it. I'm all in for like hearing other people's perspectives, but you know, I have mine and like everything has a meaning for me and like love poetry. I named it that. I really wanted to find an album name that stood out and an album cover. But the name Love Poetry, you know, like I thought of a couple names before that, but it was really just like I started thinking about poetry really is more like anybody can make an album with the word love in it, but like I don't think I've ever to this day have found a book or a title named Love Poetry. And like I felt like I'm not, I wouldn't say necessarily a poet, but like I started writing the words and I started writing like the lyrics and I started writing the songs all before I had the title for the name, like for the album name.
Yeah.
And I feel like that one stood out the most out of the few names that I did have in mind. And yeah, because it's just like that album is full of heartbreak and full of like happy vibes and like just a lot of emotions that come with being in love. And so I was trying
For
to make it
sure.
into like a poetic, yeah, into like a poetic form of you know, expressing how I felt, you know, what
In
I was
that
going through, like
situation,
the
yeah.
stages of love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and try to
And you
make it
could hear
relatable
that.
for people. So
You could definitely hear that for
thank you.
sure.
Yeah,
And I feel like
that was the message, you know? Yeah.
for sure, absolutely, and it's definitely received, and I'm sure a lot of your listeners definitely do tune in every time because I know I am the fuck. And so just like Love Casino, the other one, I was like, okay, so Love Poetry, Love Casino. Okay, so to me that's kind of similar, but what's the story behind you and that other talented ass nigga? Because it's like your guys' chemistry on the album went fucking through the roof. I'm like, okay, the quality is there. Okay, this is giving
Mhm.
definitely, like I said, Bay Area again, but definitely in
Yeah.
your own lanes. You guys are fucking
Mhm.
incredible together. You guys need to start doing more, okay?
Oh, bro, trust me. So let me tell you about that. That's my boy Chris. That's actually a friend in my inner friend group that I've known for a long time. A little backstory behind that. Well, his rapper name is Sir Crennis. But yeah, it's my boy Chris, and
Shout out to him.
yeah. Shout out to him. No, for real, man. He's really the one, like one of the first people who ever got me in the studio. Like he got me going in the studio. Like he was there for that first album. He was there when I made a lot of those songs in the moment. Like hearing those songs complete for the first time, and he was there for the ugly process, you know, the voice cracks, the he put me on like, oh, do try this with some ad libs or like do this, and he was helping me, and I was just like really opened up my creativity. And like so yeah, so anyway, like so we were a good friend, or we're good friends in high school. We weren't like hella close, but he was still in my inner friend group. And kind of after high school ended, we would kick it every once in a while in the same friend group. It was never like a one-on-one sort of thing, really, but he was still always cool with me. Like so, I started getting into music, and then I was telling him about it, and then he's been like into music since he was in high school. So he's had that, you know, that one up on me with the knowledge in the game. And so yeah, he's always been into making music. And so yeah, we kind of got together. He's like, "Oh, I go to the studio in Fairfield, and now it's called One Take Studio. It's pretty booming right now. I'm not gonna lie, cause like I don't know if y'all know the boy, but his I think it's his manager, Blast by Dre. He actually bought out the studio last year, I want to say, and now all these the rappers from the Bay are like sliding over here. Like even from outside the Bay, they're sliding and doing like a One Take live performance there. So it's like it's a pretty popular spot now. But I was there, back when since like 2021 and seeing sort of like just the evolution of that like the growth of that studio. But yeah, so my boy Chris, we really got me into music, like making songs together. Like me and him made a song together called Romantic on that album. And we were working on songs for Love Casino during the process of making love poetry. And we're sort of like, okay, I think we're gonna make an EP together because we sounded good together. Like we built that chemistry and like started writing songs with each other. We would just go in the car and just and sort of just like we just drink a little bit, smoke a little bit, and then just kind of find a beat we can both vibe to, and come up with like a topic or just like harmonize. And whoever has something first, just bounce off, go off what each other had. So that was a big thing. But yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy Chris. He's a great, amazing artist. I'm a big fan of him myself. Like he inspires me a lot. So that's my boy.
W homie. I like that though because see, I try to put my childhood best friend on to doing music, so we only have one song together, and I felt like with him, he never really took it serious as much as I did. Even though he had the fake drive for it, I was like, oh, what? Like we started a label together, we were gonna do merch together. Of course, here I go doing everything by myself, but it's all good, I mean, I came in the game by myself. I can lead by myself. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I definitely feel like your guys' blend is definitely good for sure. You can definitely tell.
Thank you. Yeah,
Like I was like, wait, okay, let's hear what AJ got. Oh, okay, yeah. So you
yeah,
did your thing.
yeah, for sure. Well, thank you. I could not have done that without him for sure. Like he like motivated that little EP. I call it an EP. It is like technically like a shorter album, but it was
Yeah.
meant to be like an EP for us. So yeah, Love Casino. Like it's kind of just like we thought of that title because of it wasn't really meant to be like have the title Love, but we just kind of came up with it just because like Love Casino, like a casino for love. Like you go into love not knowing what it's going to be. It's a gamble really. So it's like that's the same thing with life. Like you go in with money, you can risk it all at the casino and come out with nothing, or you come out big. And so it's like it's the same sort of process for love. It's just a different scenario. So yeah, that's how we came up with that title.
Well, then again, guys, make sure you guys go listen to his music and listen to Sir Krinis.
Sir Krinis, yeah, Sir Krinis.
Okay, so listen to Sir Krinis, y'all like are gonna love it. Because I mean, I listened to the album too, or EP, whatever you would like to call it, and so I was just trying to see, okay, let me see what's like kind of feeling my vibe right now. I just really picked 2 songs out of like yours because I feel like I want to tune in more and like get to know you more, right? Because I feel like
okay.
I rather get to know the artist than get to know them for their music, because that's what I tell people about me. Like I don't want you to just know me for 6 lit, bro. Like I want you to know me at 6. Like what the fuck? But all your music slaps. I like 24 Hours too. That shit was fire too. I'm like, okay, good feature choice. That was like you do your big ones for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, it's no, that's definitely yeah, 24 Hours. I've had that, like a lot of those songs I had for a while now, and so it's like it was kind of finding time to release it. Yeah.
It was so funny that you were talking about your creative process, because the question is, what's your creative process like when it comes to writing and recording music?
So everybody, got their own different process to it. I talk to other artists about like how they do it, and like sometimes there is no one method for artists too, and that's kind of how it is for me. A lot of the times my process starts with like, just like sometimes I'll just wake up and feel like putting on a beat. Sometimes I'll drive, feel like putting on a beat. Sometimes I'll just be in a random place and just wanted to put on a beat. So I'll find a beat. I started off on YouTube because that's really like I didn't know any producers or anything like that. But like, a lot of people find like YouTube beats, and I still to this day, like even if I blew up, I would still like look for like beats on YouTube. Not necessarily all the time, but I would still like, because at the end of the day, they're still producers, right? So it's like they're not just putting the title YouTube in front of YouTube beats doesn't make it any less of, they're a person who making beats and they're just trying to get their instrumentals out on platforms, and YouTube is like the biggest one for that. So it's like I look at YouTube beats as like you can find so many goated ones on that. Like, so that's where I find like a lot of my beats from. But yeah, I'll put on a beat, and then kind of just like go through, because I do get picky when it comes to beats. I want to find something that really fits the vibe of like what I'm looking for in that day. Like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like, yeah, sometimes I feel like writing something sad or something happy, something that's lit, something that's like, oh fuck this bitch, something like, oh okay, I'm missing this girl, or something, whatever the fuck it could be, whatever, like whatever the vibe is for the day, really, because I got just different moods, and it's like whatever I feel like writing about. And so yeah, I'll put on a beat, find one that resonates, like find one that's like, okay, I'm vibing to this, and start like, head bopping. And then I'll really just come up with like a harmony in my head, or even sometimes it's just lyrics. It just comes to me like that, and it didn't used to right away. But like when I started getting into making music more, my brain sort of created that natural habit to come up with like flows or harmonies that will like sound vibey, sound good. And so yeah, that's kind of how sometimes my process starts, but it's not always like that. Sometimes I'll write lyrics, and then find a beat, and then come up with a flow for it afterwards. But a lot of the time, like 90% of the time, it's me finding a beat, finding a like kind of freestyling to it. Like a lot of my songs that you hear, they're freestyle in terms of like the harmonies, and I kind of just pick back and replace the like certain words or fill in words with lyrics and meaningful lyrics for like the topic. I'm like, okay, I think this is the topic for the song I want to go for. And then sometimes come up with the title for it afterwards. But yeah, and then so once I have my, what was that?
Oh, sorry. Fucking
There you
okay.
go.
So I feel you on that for sure. You don't go based off the title because I feel like I do sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes that's what I'm saying. It is different, but 90% of the time it's me. Like I sometimes I'll just write a title. Sometimes like whatever, I'll just think of a title that sounds interesting in my head, write it down in my
Yeah.
notes. Sometimes I don't even touch it. Like there's a lot of those on my phone, but like
Yeah.
I'll come up with a title, and then sometimes just kind of just like go based off that, or like based on the beats, the beat names, like on YouTube. That's sometimes how it happens too. I'll just think of that, like whatever it says, like, oh slow down, or like, oh I don't know, it could be anything, like whatever the beat title name says. I'll just like sometimes go based off that. So yeah, it sometimes happens that way too.
Okay. Clock that, y'all niggas ain't on shit, but not playing. I definitely can like relate to that because the only person that would ever see me record at the time, and not really now, because like then again now I'm a different person than I was like years ago. Would be my childhood best friend.
Mm.
Like like one time he called me and I got strep throat, and so he's like, "Oh, I made this song," and I was like, "You're fucking lying." He's like, "Yes, I even made the beat." I was like, "I don't believe you." I'm about Shazamming the beat, and so nothing came up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you lucky." Okay, cool. So whatever. I had a
Mm.
short like a strep throat problem, right? And I sounded like a whole ass tranny, and so he sends it to me, and I was like, "Yo, I really fuck with this. This is like some galaxy shit. I'm gonna just freestyle it." He's like, "Are you serious?" And I
Mm.
was like, "Yeah." He's like, "But what about your voice?" Well, I don't know what it is, but God guided my fucking voice, nigga, and it sounded like me. It sounded like me. This was in
Mm.
2020, so like I was hustling a
Okay.
lot in 2020, and like barely blew up in 2020. I have over like 187,000 streams on my mixtape. I started doing that, doing mixtapes a lot just to find who I was
Yeah.
as a person and as an artist. And then when I stuck
Yeah.
to my voice, which it was that the whole time, it really like helped my creative process even more because I could write less than 2 minutes. It ain't nothing. A lot of niggas take their time and stuff. I'm more like a writer now, and sometimes I'll freestyle, fuck around here and there, but I like to write. I'm more of a writer now than I was before,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
hungry for it like I was today. Like I
Mm.
am hungry for it just to get my streams. Like I'm already locally known. I'm not trying to be famous. And that's what a lot
Mm.
of people are trying to be nowadays. And it's kind of like, okay, well, when you're in that position and you get everything you want, what's next? You're going to stop?
Right.
So I feel like with this game and like the rap game for sure, I feel like a lot of people are in competition and it's not fun no more. My music's fun, vibey, clubby. I definitely make club music, like
Yeah.
and a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people like to brag about shit this and brag about this, that, and I'll kill you and do this to you and whoop, 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 whoop. I'm like, hold the fuck
Yeah.
up. Like, some songs like that, they're alright. But when I put on my motherfucking Don Toliver, I'm like, yeah, nigga, like, who, I feel like I'm in a car, dark as fuck, seeing the stars, like, hold up, this the vibes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I like shit like that.
I love Don Toliver.
We gotta go to his concert. I
I
seen
just
that.
went last year. Oh my god,
I seen
bro!
that you
The
liked him
best
too.
experience. That was the best experience of my life. I swear to God, that was like I needed that day. Yeah,
Dude,
but
that's
anyway, yeah, I hear you, bro. Yeah, there's lots of different. Like, yeah, the rap shit's cool. Like, I make some hard songs, and like none of them are out. By the way, like if somebody heard it, they'll be like, "No way, this is the same artist," because it's like completely just like blindsiding. But I haven't dropped any of them yet, and I definitely plan to because I'm like I want to. I don't give a fuck. Um, it was what I felt like writing that day. It was what I felt like making. So it was one of my moods. Like I told you about moods earlier. Like I got moods where going through heartbreak, going through just wanna sing. Sometimes just be in your feels, just uh talk about life, lyrical, deep shit. And then there's just sometimes just like I'm talking my shit. Fuck it. Like I don't care.
and this. Who's
Yeah.
gonna
So
stop us? The fuck?
yeah, exactly. For real.
All right. So, can you tell us about a particularly memorable moment from your career so far?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely one of the most reoccurring is my last performance, which was just July 19th. I had my first show in almost 2 years. And so previously before that I've only performed like maybe like 3 or 4 times. And so this is like my fourth or fifth show. I can't remember the exact number, but yeah, it was like my fourth or fifth. And so I was like, damn, like I haven't performed. I haven't really like dropped like music like that since my last time. Like I've just been dealing with a whole bunch of different like life things, and so it's like it's really hard as an artist. I'm sure to like be consistent, and that's what I wanted to get out of making music was like to be consistent. I just didn't want to drop and then go ghost and then drop and then go
No. So
ghost. Like that's just like
let me give you a tip on that. So, because I felt like that
okay.
too, right?
So
I felt like last year
yeah.
compared to now, I feel like I was
Hmm.
kind of slacking because I was gatekeeping a lot of my songs because I feel like, damn, like every time I put my heart and soul into some shit and I want to release it to the world, it doesn't do as good as I wanted it to, right? Or so I thought,
Okay.
and everyone around
Okay.
me would think. So I feel like this year I definitely set it on my calendar to drop every single month, like at least
Mhm.
probably like
Okay.
because I dropped this month and I gotta worry about August and then my birthday, right? So right now, guys, I'm over here creating a birthday song for me, Lit Gang, and so
Hey.
I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do because guys, your niggas finna be 21. Like who what? We going out tonight? Just kidding.
Oh
So
yeah, you gotta black out.
yeah, wait, I don't know about blacking out. Fuck no. Because someone might say something the wrong thing to me and I might be like like so nah. But fucking definitely have a good time for sure. But no, like I definitely
Yeah.
recommend you to drop at least like twice a month, if you can, or just put random dates. That's another good way because I can tell
Yeah.
you're the type of person that's kind of similar to me in a way where you baggage a lot of stuff, personal stuff, work stuff, anything around you stuff, right? And I'm like the same way. But at the end of the day,
Mhm.
that cannot stop you from who you are as an artist.
That shouldn't stop me at all. That's just like an excuse, at the end of the day. And it took me a while to realize that. So yeah, now I'm like coming up with a game plan and like really just thinking about what I want to what I want to drop and when I want to drop it. But it's gonna be all my vote is coming out, so it's
Okay.
something to keep in mind.
I'm keeping it in
Yeah.
mind. It's still in my brain cells. Like, so it's all good. What's the funniest thing you've heard from like a fan during like your concert or like Don Tolliver's concert? Anybody's?
Well, yeah, my bad. I just realized I didn't really answer your question too thoroughly about like my most recent memory. I just kind of got sidetracked. I just realized that about my
Oh, memorable moment.
like a music experience, memorable moment. Yeah. So my bad. Let me get back on that real quick and just answer that.
Yeah, sure.
Like my most memorable moment really was recently, like yeah, when I had my first show. So I was performing one of the songs and I only have one. I performed 5 songs that day. I had a 15-minute set. I gave a little intro. had like the people were kind of scattered all throughout the venue. So I was just like, I'm not doing nothing until y'all come closer. I need the energy. Like I need y'all close to me, and I need to feel the energy a little closer. So I had everybody like come up a little closer, and then started my songs. And only one of those 5 songs I had released. So the rest were unreleased, and I kind of just wanted to see how. I was like, I think these songs would be fun to perform. But the one song that I did release, the people who came to support me and like they all saying like my favorite part of the song, and like they're like you can hear them in the venue while I'm singing, and they kind of just like they like turn me up, and I was like, bro, that shit is fucking crazy. Like I was like hella juiced, like that shit had me hella hyped, gave me like hella confidence in the moment too. I'm like, damn, like y'all really fuck with this song, bro. It's like, so that was for sure one of my favorite moments. And yeah, it was like captured on video too, so that's like, that was one of my favorites.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, so we're back, guys. Whatever. AJ, I had heard and also saw you finally gave your free tattoo away to someone, and like honestly, I felt like seeing that was such a good, like, that girl called it. Let me just say that. Okay, she called it.
She for sure did.
She was
Yeah,
like, I
yeah, she
hope I
did.
win. She's like, no fucking way. I was like, oh, I'm so happy for her. I was like, damn.
Yeah, she manifested that. She was determined to get that.
Yes, definitely shout out to her. I don't know her name or I don't know you or nothing, but it was very fun to like at least look and see the interaction between that.
Yeah, man. Like when I announced the winner, like I did it randomly on this app that I've used before for like giveaways, just like a spin the wheel type of thing, and I screen recorded it. I'm like, I wanted to spread out the names, and because she had like a big chance of getting it with her size of, because she just reposted and she had hella entries. So I'm like, oh, it could be any one of these people who got like a higher chance. But yeah, when she got it, I DM'd her and I tagged her, and she was like having a bad day. She was having like the worst day ever. And then she sent me a message. She's like, I was having the worst day, so, and like this like completely turned it around. And I was like, damn, that kind of made me smile, made me feel good. Like, damn, like that really had that impact just to turn somebody's day around. Like that felt good. But yeah, she's excited for sure. Her name's Sala. I think I'm pronouncing it right. But yeah, I went to school with her. And yeah, she's a cool person. I didn't get to know her well, but yeah, hopefully get to like create a connection through tattooing. So yeah.
Okay. Well, look, are you gonna ever, or are you gonna do another giveaway soon, or are you kind of gonna hold off for a while?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do at least one more before the year ends. Actually kind of want to knock it out somewhat soon. So I was telling people on the giveaway announcement that I'm gonna do one more, most likely at the end of this month, if not early next month. But yeah, I'm gonna do one more, and instead of having just like one winner, I'm gonna do 3 winners with like smaller amounts of like 1 hour sessions for free. So like somebody can get like a small tattoo or whatever.
Okay, so what do people got to do to enter? Like, how do you enter?
The giveaway, yeah. So it's pretty simple. Surprisingly, not a lot of people think it is, apparently, because they can't read or follow instructions, and it's like, oh my god, it gets annoying sometimes. But I try to make it as clear as possible, and a lot of people have no problem doing it. But it's really just like you got to follow me, repost on your story, and tag me, and tag 3 people in the comments, and comment done. That's pretty much all there is to it, and like the post. It's that simple.
Okay,
You don't lose nothing from it.
So you guys
You
heard
know,
him.
so,
You heard
yeah.
the man. You heard the man. Make sure you guys go and answer. I'm gonna fucking answer too, because it's my birthday month. You know what the fuck?
Oh yeah, bro. Drive 2 hours to get a free tattoo. Fuck it, why not?
Fuck yeah, on my birthday month. What?
Yep.
It'll be a very fun like thing to like see again, or we'll see. But I'm definitely gonna show love, of course. And I just wanted to say, like, keep doing that. That's very, very good that you're doing your own little side job, and you're also balancing music as well. So I feel like balancing both at one time is gonna be kind of maybe hard for you, easy for you, I don't know. But just keep doing you.
Yeah, honestly, bro, like it's been a challenge trying to do both for the past couple years, and I feel like this year I'm more mentally ready to like promote both more than anything, and I'm trying to keep the pages separate. I want to keep my music page music, and my tattoo page my tattoo page, but still post or still sort of incorporate both of them at the same time,
Yeah.
like shout each other out because it's me at the end of the day.
Mhm.
But yeah, you know, it's been a challenge, but I feel like I found my routine and I'm honestly happy with my life. Like being able to tattoo not full time because it's a lot of dedication and a lot of time, and it would take time away from music, and I don't feel like I'll ever do that, not anytime soon at least. You know, like, you know, music is, I want to make music and drop it to the world while I'm like young. You know, I feel like I can be
Yeah.
a full-time tattoo artist later on in my life.
Mhm.
But I honestly am like 100% like happy with, you know, my life, what I do, and my balance of all that. So yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations to you for doing that, you know, and congratulations to the winner, you know, and good luck for the next, you know, winners and stuff like that. I just want to tell Lit Gang, y'all, real quick, little quick announcement before we end this is, you know, look out anytime next week. I'm gonna be dropping a single, and then I'm gonna be dropping an album. I'm not gonna say when, but you guys will get a real good sneak peek. And I just want to say, look the fuck out, because I'm stepping on next this year. This fucking year is mine, okay?
Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited. I'll be tuning in for that too.
Oh, bet. Thank you. So I just want to say
Yeah.
thank you so much for being on Keep It Lit and Legit, you know, and thank you for taking your time out to do this. And we're gonna get you back again, right?
Yeah, this won't be the last time. You know, we'll get an update and get more questions going and see where things are next time.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard the man. This is Six. That's, you know,
AJ, that's
AJ, and we
AJ.
out this bitch. We out.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you guys go follow him on Instagram, AJ on everything. Go stream his music, y'all. AYEAJ. You know, go follow your boy, you know, go follow Keep It Lit and Legit, the podcast page, and we're gonna see you every motherfucking Sunday. You dig? Peace.
Peace.